Hey guys, and welcome to my third and final video assignment for the unit ALM 102. This video making journey has been so crazy. I've been thrown so far out of my comfort zone, but I'm honestly really proud of how far I've come from my first assignment, and I can definitely see the changes in progress, and I feel definitely more comfortable in front of the camera. This might be my last video assignment, but who knows, we might see some more videos in the future from me. This week though, I'm continuing with the topic of new realities, but I'm taking it on a different route from my second assignment. I've split my informational video into two main questions. So the first one is, how do we traditionally understand the concepts of reality and immersion? And how has new realities such as VR, MR and AR changed how we see them and how we understand them? The future of immersive reality. So let's jump in. The concept of immersion is interesting, as I found in my research there to be multiple definitions of what I would consider the traditional understanding of the word. The first one being deep mental involvement in something, and the second one quite literal definition of someone or something being immersed in liquid. Reality, on the other hand, is defined as the state of things as they actually exist, as opposed to an idealistic or notional idea of them. In his article, The Narrative Construction of Reality, Bruner gives his own complex definition of the concept of reality by saying, "The objective in either case has been to discover how we achieve reality, that is to say, how we get a reliable fix on the world, a world that is, as it were, assumed to be immutable and, as it were, there to be observed." On a much more basic and probably relatable way, I often feel like you get hit in the face reality when you start to really reflect on your own existence. When you start to really think about how you're in your own body, you're the only one that can see the world the way you see it and hear your own thoughts. If you don't really understand what I mean, there's some ways that can kind of trip you out a little bit, and start to consider how you play a part and how your reality is your own. Consider how you're the only person that hears what's inside your head. You're the only person that can't see your body from the outside without a mirror. And now the really trippy part, think about how your brain internalizes your thoughts about thinking. In the moment, only you thinking about how your mind is in your physical body. New realities comprises complex technology that challenges people's perception of reality by changing the world that they're immersed in. Virtual, augmented, and mixed reality take real-world elements and differently manipulate them. These technologies are amazing and have really benefited our world by finding solutions to problems that we face. Surgeons, aviation pilots, and other high-risk positions have used VR in their training to better prepare people for dangerous situations. VR software has been developed for people to understand what it's like living with conditions such as Alzheimer's, and carers of people with this condition can better understand what their patients need and want. All the way to real estate agents and interior designers who use this technology to create houses for their clients, who can see their homes before they're built. And if nothing else, VR is high-tech, complex and entertaining technology, and is used as a creative outlet as well as helping people. Virtual Reality, How Much Immersion is Enough, is an online article written by Bowman and McMahan that discusses how creating virtual spaces heavily relies on individual and their very personal understanding and concept of reality. They write, VR technology requires the user experience in the virtual world to match as closely as possible to the simulated real-world experience. By simulating the real world, individuals, when immersed in these virtual conditions, respond the same way as they would in the real world. This is what I believe to be the key to its success. An experience is so lifelike that it confuses people's senses. It was a complete coincidence, but last week I was lucky enough to visit the art exhibition in St Kilda called The Rain Room. I think it very much links to this topic, as I was very much able to get a proper understanding of immersion, both in its traditional understanding and in its modern understanding. The installation was a room of torrential rain, but sensors in the roof meant that you could walk around the space and you didn't get wet. It really challenged your senses as you were expecting to get wet, but you didn't have an umbrella or anything, and the senses meant that you could walk around and not get wet at all. I think this exhibition really got me to understand both the traditional and the modern understanding of immersion. Traditionally, the literal understanding of being immersed in liquid, but also the modern understanding of having your senses challenged by something else. You're standing in a room of rain, but you're not getting wet. It's very confusing for your senses. And this is how I think that virtual reality technology has changed the traditional understanding of immersion and of reality. It can challenge the idea that whatever around you is the reality. There are VR scenarios of standing on a cliff or being up at the very top of a mountain or being chased by dinosaurs from Jurassic World or being underwater with scuba divers. VR, AR and MR challenges reality by immersing people in worlds they might not ever be able to be in without this technology. The future of immersive realities is right now and we're living in it. And to be honest, I think that is so cool. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope that you're excited about this immersive technology and this new reality technology, because I know I'm really excited about it, and I'm really glad that I had this opportunity to make a video and inform everyone about its exciting prospects, because I think it is very exciting that it's very current, it's very in our world, and we're living in it, and we need to understand all it's achieving. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for potential more video in the future. Bye!